Hello and welcome. Today is June 23rd, 2025, and today we'll be playing V-Rising. I'm your host, Xolo Q. I'm a Xolo's Quaintly Reaper and Guide to the Underworld. And for some reason, I was having some technical difficulties at the start of stream. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, the kick stream wouldn't start, so I had to restart all the streams to get it to like jumpstart again. I don't know what's going on with that. Not quite sure. Hello and welcome to the chat, Eloquent. Hello, Orlay Jasp. Welcome. Hello, Aminifis. Hello, Spidey. Thank you for the lurk. And hello, Catchy Kochu. Also, there was one other thing I wanted to do really quick at the beginning of stream because I completely forgot to do this last week. Yeah, wonderful start. Also, welcome to the chat, Majin Droider Rinsu. I don't know what caused it, because like for some reason Kick just didn't start, and I'm like, okay Kick, come on man, I've already started, come on, I want to get this show on the road, and it just sat, and I'm like, what the? So I don't know what was going on with that, but yeah, the thing I wanted to do at the beginning of stream today was quickly apologize because last Wednesday, I completely forgot to double check to see if there were any more stream streaks before I logged off. And I felt really bad when I saw that there were indeed some stream streaks that I completely missed. So in order to make up for it, I shall go over those now. So basically on Wednesday last week, Isekai Dude reached a 5-stream streak. Please give them a belated round of applause. YouTube was broken too? Yeah, right? I don't know, man. Something going on with the streams today, man. I don't know what it is. Okay, we also have Mage Flame, who reached a 5-stream streak. Please give them a belated round of applause. It keeps lagging out. Oh no. That is not good. Oh yeah, I see it. It's like slowing down for some reason. Hopefully it goes away. That's really odd. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, it looks like it's doing that also on the other platforms. I don't really like what I'm seeing. And then of course we have one more stream streak from PJ last week on Wednesday. Please give them a belated round of applause. Yeah, I'm hoping the stream,
Of course.
I'm hoping the stream just like starts to get its shit together so it starts running smoothly and we have no problems. I really don't know why like I've had like such a problem jump starting the stream. But what I am gonna do, I do need to hold on one second. One second. I don't know what's going on with these technical difficulties today. It's kind of weird. Like, I haven't had this many issues in a long time. Hello, Angel Degen. Welcome to the chat. And hello, also, DBS Zeno. Welcome. But yeah, I don't know. It was, like, really odd. Like, I haven't had these kinds of issues in a very long time. And just seeing, you know... I mean, I guess... What, last month once is when the kick stream like didn't start for some reason. That was like one day last week, sorry, last month, not last week. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. No idea. So oh well, we'll figure it out as we go. How was my weekend? My weekend was exhausting. I got a lot of sleep, but I feel tired, if that makes sense. Like, I overslept and I was just feeling, like, exhausted the whole weekend. Because the whole week I was so busy. And then by the time I got to, like, sit down and relax, it was just, like, it all came out, you know? Because all the great exclamations of joy, yeah. It must be you? It probably is. And, maybe so odd just happened pissing me off. Exactly! Katie, I'm angry too. I don't understand like why, you know, it's doing that. Hopefully it smooths out by the time we start getting this show on the road. So that is the hope. or the cope. I'm not sure yet which that is. But yeah, so before I get started, there's another thing I wanted to say too. So over the weekend, I actually did get into the Chrono Odyssey playtest. Yeah, I was just about to talk about that, Bad Shooter. Yeah, it's not good. Believe me, not good. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to be building my castle. I'm going to continue where I left off with this build. I wouldn't say it's disappointing. I would say it's so unfinished that I feel bad for even trying to come up with a conclusive answer to that question. I honestly think the game needs another year to cook. And if not another year, at least another 6 months to cook. I mean, the lag was bad. Every time I targeted onto an enemy, my camera would spin like 360 before locking onto the target, which was really like, I mean, there's no excuse for that. I mean, why is my camera spinning when I'm trying to lock onto something? Apparently there's going to be another beta. The build was from last year? Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we'll believe it when I see it, because that was terrible. Oh my god, I didn't mean to jump all the way down here. I mean, how do I say it? The lock-on was ass. The being able to determine your distance from an enemy while attacking was ass. Because I wasn't quite sure to tell, like, how far forward my character was really going to attack. It was kind of hard to tell. The map is confusing. I felt that, like, there were pieces of terrain that were not really reflected well in the map. And, like, I would walk up to an area thinking it's, like, a straight path, and it's, like, a cliffside of a mountain. Like, what the fuck? I also got really stuck on progression one night where I talked to this one lady, and the quest was like, talk to the lady. So I talked to the lady, and, you know, I couldn't progress, and I was like, did I miss something? So I'm over here gaslighting myself, thinking I missed some dialogue or something. And when I talked to her, I was like, no, there's something wrong here. There's something going on here. And I looked it up, and it turns out it was a known issue that prevented progression, and I was pissed. I was like, I'm over here gaslighting myself when the whole time this was a progression problem. Come on, man. Like, this was a known bug. You're saying I can't just I don't know, man. I was fuming by the time I was done. And the thing is, I tried to give it a fair shot too. Like, I tried it a few different nights to see if, you know, maybe it was just the time of day I was playing, but I don't know. And then on top of that, there were also, like, other factors which made me say, maybe I shouldn't keep playing this game. Some of those other factors were including things like, well, I mean, this isn't a disqualifier. It's scary for me, but there were, like, huge spiders in the game. Like, I was literally in the forest, and I was trying to get from point A to point B, and there were, like, these random trigger quests, I guess, that, like, happen if you, like, happen to walk in a certain area. I don't know if it's time-based. I don't know if it's population-based. I don't know what caused it. But when I walked up there, it was like, I just see this fucking army of, like these weird things coming at me, and in the back there's, like, this monstrous, like, tarantula looking shit, and I was like, ah! Like, dude, I screamed so loud. I screamed so freaking loud when I saw that thing. I almost shit the bed. I'm not even kidding. I was like, oh, I was terrified. That wasn't the disqualifier. That's, you know, I expect a jump scare like that. It happens, okay? I can handle it, I hope. All right, it's fine. But stuff like that kept happening. where I would go from one place to another trying to navigate using the map, and then all of a sudden, oh, random quest spawned, and oh, random quest event. I'm like, I don't want to do a random quest. I'm just trying to figure out where to go. And then there was another time where I accidentally hit a button that made me like vulnerable to PvP, and then some person just randomly killed me, and I was like, bruh, like I didn't even know I was in PvP. I guess it happened and I didn't notice, and then it just like, because there was no indicator on the screen that told me I was in PvP. Like, I guess maybe it happened like when I hit the button, but like after that there's nothing that like tells you. And so, and what's interesting is that after they did like the update or the patch or whatever the heck, then all of a sudden there was an icon, and I'm like, I wonder. What class did I play? I played as I played both Ranger and Berserker. I tried two different classes. I don't know how I feel about Berserker. I mean, I didn't get that far, but Ranger was okay. Like, I somehow managed to defeat like the first like boss in the story, and I was like, oh great. It took me a couple tries. It was a little bit of a challenge, but it was a challenge because of the wrong reasons. Like, normally if I die to a boss, I want to die to a boss because I legitimately either played it wrong, didn't, you know, anticipate his attacks well, got outclassed or outmatched in that moment. Weapon swapping was actually the least of the issues, I think, honestly, Kachikochu. That was probably not even that bad. I actually liked the weapon swapping. That was like one of the few things I liked. The other mobs have incomplete AI. Yeah, I'm not surprised. How's the hitboxes? Not good. Not good. I think the hitboxes are like, I think it depends on the enemy. Some enemies like are pretty okay, and other ones are like, huh? Like, you know what I mean? And I only really noticed that when I was playing on Berserker, because when you're playing Ranger, you can just kind of like lock target and then just kind of go at it. But even that had like a weird indicator where it was like this little blue thing that would be like, you know, it would turn blue when I guess it's like the critical spot or something, but I wasn't really sure. And I don't know. It was such a disaster. I don't even know. Some of the UI was kind of confusing too. But I think the weapon swapping was probably the only thing I really liked. The rapier was fun. Other than that, I don't know. Okay, so I must be fucked up because it won't load Steam. So hold on, it won't load Steam at all on your phone? Get on TV, so just watch, no chat. Okay, no worries, Katie. No worries. I don't know what's going on then. It could be that the mobile app is fucked up. I don't know. Crazy. But I don't know, guys. I was just so like, actually I did do a lot of gathering progression. So I actually managed to reach level 2 on mining. See, now I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm okay with talking about this. I'm kind of eating too, so it helps. I was leveling up my mining. I was leveling up the gathering. Like I got very lucky and randomly found an NPC that sold like the basic sickle, the basic whatever, right? All the basic stuff. And then I couldn't figure out how to get like the campfire thing. I'm like, where's the campfire thing? Because there's a slot for campfires. And it turns out I had to do a quest, and I didn't know that. But I did a quest and saved this guy by like a waterfall who was like, oh my god, help. And I'm like, all right, cool, bro, I got you. And then I threw a rope and he got up and he's like, all right, man, can you like grab my stuff at the bottom of the waterfall? I'm like, really, bro, really? So I ran all the way down there, or I jumped all the way down there. Grabbed all the stuff. And by the time I came back up, he was like, all right, man, thank you. And he's like, oh, well, because the thing is he needed a fire and whatever, and that was part of the quest. And then he hands you, I guess, like a campfire kit or something. And I was like, oh, cool. They did say they would reduce hand-holding a lot. I don't think the issue is hand-holding or not hand-holding. I think the issue is readability. Because there were some things that I just, like, I felt were kind of intuitive. Like, for example, the weapon swapping, I was like, okay, this makes sense. You know, you press one button, you swap weapons, it's pretty swift. You know, it felt okay, it felt good. But everything else was like a hot garbage mess. I mean, I've never... Okay, this is just Chrono Odyssey, right? Remember, earlier last week, I tried out Dune Awakening. I think either the week before or whenever it was. And for whatever reason, I just didn't like what I was seeing, right? And it just kind of makes me mad because I was talking to some other peeps who were playing Dune Awakening, and they were really frustrated with some of the bugs they were encountering. Like, one dude told me, he was like, oh yeah, I was in the copter, I landed, and all of a sudden it bounced and flipped. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it bounced and flipped, and then we lost the copter. I'm like, what the? I was like, bro, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Some people, they had opposite experience. Maybe. So as worse as when the amount of side quests you would run into in Skyrim. I wouldn't say that. There's not that many side quests. The problem is that there's too many random quest triggers out in the world. So when you're going from one place to another, it just like gave me like a new like random quest that I had no interest in doing because I'm literally in the middle of a quest. And it wasn't like, oh, it was already in that area and I could just walk past. No. I showed up in the area and the game was like, random quest! And I'm like, what? Hackers on Dune are killing the game right now. PvP is dead? Whoa. So much for that anti-cheat, huh? Had me download that garbage, it doesn't even work apparently. Wow. See, I'm glad I don't have to deal with the Dune Awakening stuff right now. If they want to redeem themselves and let it cook for a while and actually get their shit together, maybe I'll consider buying, but right now, no. The way I see it, you know, it's $50. If you're gonna charge me $50 for an allegedly finished game, it better be fucking finished. And I feel like that game just needs time to cook. And based on what I've heard, I'm not wrong. Finally got it to load. Twitch watch, stupid YouTube won't work at all for me? That's crazy. You dog fed a... I dodged a bullet? Yeah, I did. Well, here's the thing, like... So here's my logic, right? Whenever I play a game, I think of it like this, right? And I think a lot of people, it like... Okay, let me clarify. I'm getting ahead of myself. I play a lot of early access games, right? I know what an unfinished game looks like, and I know what a finished game looks like, because I play other games that are finished. Not as many as the early access, I admit. I do love playing a lot of early access, early beta kind of games, because I like to see what's there. If the idea is compelling, if, you know, the thought behind it is compelling, that's why I gave Nightingale a chance, right? But this is what I'm thinking, right? This is whenever I buy a game and I spend that money on a game. Now, I'm a very price sensitive person, right? I'm gonna treat it like it costs how much they charged me. So if I'm playing Dune Awakening, for example, and they're charging me $50 to play the game, I'm gonna treat it like a $50 game. And you know, it shouldn't be seen as any other way than like other forms of entertainment. Think about it like this. If I went to an amusement park, right, and I said, okay, and I walk up to the ticket counter and they're like, I'm like, can I have a ticket, please? And they're like, yes, it's $50. And then I give them the $50 and they never open the goddamn park. Wouldn't you want the money back? Like, if you spend $50, don't you want your money back? If you go to a... Yeah, I did get a refund, thank God. I did get a refund because Steam is great. You know, they have a 2-hour refund policy where it's just basically like kind of like a default, here you go. You know, you didn't like it after, you know, before the 2-hour mark, here you go. So I got... Don't worry, I uninstalled it took several tries to uninstall. I literally had to restart my computer and then manually uninstall it from my hard drive. I couldn't do it through Steam for some reason. Steam attempted to uninstall it, but what was weird is it was like, oh, like it would give me a message. It would say, oh, would you like to uninstall Dune? Yes. Would you like to uninstall BattleEye or whatever the heck that freaking thing was called? And I would say yes, and then it would just sit and never uninstall, and I was just like, what the fuck? So I had to restart my computer and uninstall, and when I finally uninstalled it, I was like, damn, that felt like malware almost. Like how quickly, like how much it like really stuck to my system. It kind of almost felt like malware. It was kind of nuts. I was like, damn, like I haven't seen anything like that in a while, you know. It was kind of wild. And you know what, I think I am gonna put a walkway here. I think I am gonna make this into its own room, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing over here just for the sake of how this structure looks. I don't like the way that this hallway is panning out. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. I was waiting for you to change your mind. It was waiting for me to change my mind. Yeah, it was waiting for me to have like second thoughts, right? It's like, oh, maybe if we wait long enough, Xolo will change her mind. Fuck no, I'm not gonna change my mind. $50, guys. Remember, $50. And I don't say that, you know, just to be obnoxious. I'm saying that because I find it offensive when I spend $50 on something and I'm being treated like it costs 10. I know what a $10 game looks like. Okay, I know what a $20 game looks like. I know what a $15 game looks like. You know what a $15 game looks like? It looks like Rift of the Necrodancer, and it's great. That's a $15 game. Well, at least I bought it for 15 bucks, I think, when it launched. I can't remember. I think it was either 15 or $20. But regardless, I played so many other games that are way better at such a low price point that, you know, it's insulting. And I know not every dev has the same, like, price point that they can offer for their game. I understand that. People gotta pay the bills, right? But if you're gonna charge me $50, it better fucking be a $50 game, or I'm gonna return it immediately. Like, what? I'm sorry, I'm like raging thinking about this, because it's just, I mean, it's one thing when you deal with a bad game like once. It's another thing entirely when you have two different bad games back to back that just like piss you off, you know? Like it just set me off. It sent me a little over the edge. I was pissed off, not gonna lie. I was very angry, for lack of a better word there. I was quite bothered by what I'm seeing when it comes to the quality of some games at that price point. That is insane, dude. Insane. You know what I spent that $50 on? I ended up spending it on groceries. It was great. I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna get this this bag of apple chips that I like so much. Let's do that. Was it not well made or not made at all? So for the $50 I'm talking about is for Dune Awakening specifically. It sounds to me like it just needs more time to cook and it has some game-breaking bugs. And I hear that the PvP isn't very good either. And now I'm hearing that allegedly, according to Eloquent there, that the PvP is getting wrecked by hackers, which is awful. Thank you for the hydrate. You read your curse. I just took a sip right now. And thank you for the stretch. And thank you earlier for the headpat. Epic as ever. Sorry, I went off on a whole other tangent because I was just like, man, it set me off, man. I was so mad. I was like fuming. Like I could feel the smoke coming out of my ears. I was enraged. Like, damn. Like, I don't know. It's like insulting, you know? Like, how can you set a product like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of a perfectionist in some ways, right? Like I try to keep things like when I make content, when I make videos, for example, I take it seriously. I'm like, okay, well, I want to make sure I'm valuing the time of the person watching the video. So I'm going to make sure that I put in an appropriate amount of effort depending on the length of the video, the topic of the video, the nature of the video, and the audience for the video, depending on what, you know, what they might want or prefer, right? The format matters. So if I can do that as a small content creator, why can't a lot of these like devs like get their shit together and be like, you know, I don't think this game is ready. Let's push it back a month. Let's push it back a year. You know? Like, as soon as the people were getting frustrated with the playtest, they should have been like, all right, no, we're gonna push it back a year. Like, that should have been like the response, not like, I don't know what the devs have said with Chrono Odyssey. I haven't looked into it. I was so angry that I was like, wow, like what a waste of my time, right? But man, I just can't believe it, guys. It was just like pure insanity. I've never, I mean, I felt so insulted. Like, I was like, damn, like, they really think that I'm just gonna sit here and... Wow. Wow. I don't know. It feels like disrespect, you know? You can't... I don't know. Maybe I'm being a hard ass, but I don't think that it's unreasonable to have a minimum expectation when someone says, hey, we're gonna have a playtest. You know, can you, you know, would you like to do the playtest? Yeah, I'd like to do the playtest. There's a lot of people who were interested in the game. You know, why fuck it up? Oh, name a pal for a Power World. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I enabled it today. I'm like all over the place. For some reason, I thought I was streaming Power World today, but then I remembered, oh no, it's V Rising. What am I doing? I'm being dumb. I'm sorry. Yeah, just don't use it. Don't use it. I'll refund the points if you use it, but don't use it. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just not, like, I don't know, man, just the disrespect. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's oh, here's a finished $50 game. You know what I can get for $50 right now? Black Myth Wukong. I can get that for $50. And damn it, I almost did if I didn't already spend the money on apple chips. God damn it, they're so good. They're so delicious, guys. I don't know what to do. I eat apple chips too often every day. They're absolutely delicious. You guys should try them. I get them from Walmart. They're like these little, they come in these like little baggies. They're delicious. Are you going to participate for another beta? Maybe. I want Chrono Odyssey to do well. It's not that, you know, I don't know. I'd have to think about it because I feel like my time was disrespected. So I have to like, I might hesitate. I don't know. I think if they have another beta that's like a long time forward from the current version of the playtest, maybe, but I don't know. Also, hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know, man. I'd have to really seriously reconsider. I also don't know what I'm gonna do with this flooring. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this, I don't even know what flooring I want to use in the throne room. I'm kind of on the fence, because like part of me wants to use the Opulence Nocturnal tiles. Cause I really like these. These are kind of neat, and I've never used them in a big room like this yet. I don't know why, but like my throat is like acting up today. Like every time I like talk, I feel like a little bit of an itch. I guess I could use something like this, no? Oh, this would, I feel like this would blend in too much with the ground if I use the treasury tiles. But man, is it, oh, that's tempting, but I don't know. I could use a different tile here. Could use something like that, but it might not match with the vibe. Or I could use something like this. No, it's not gonna work. This might be a better one, but I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's a hard choice. I think I like these tiles though, because if I use the alchemy tiles, it fits the red theme. Oh man. I feel like this is too crazy for like the flooring. Oh, you know what I could do? gotta think about this. I'm not sure about the flooring. You mean the fancy new ones or the opulence ones? I think the opulence ones for the treasury room ones. I like these a lot. Nocturnal opulence treasury tiles. They're really cool. The prosperous ones are nice too, but I don't know. Kind of on the fence. Not really sure what to do as far as what flooring to use. Because whatever flooring I use, I know I'm gonna have a long carpet going all the way out the door. So that's another thing to consider. I could also go with a tailor flooring of some kind like this and just go with a red carpet or like a black carpet going all the way down, which is another possibility. Or I can use like a different kind of flooring where this one's a little bit lighter, where it's not as like it's more dull and it doesn't pop as much. This one really pops and this one really pops, but I think I like this one a little bit more. It has like that velvety look to it. So maybe I'll go with this one. Oh, sorry, not that one. This one. And then maybe we can figure out the inside a little bit later. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to use that. I gotta think about this. This is a tough choice. Let's see, could use the one of the prison ones. I've done that before with some of my other stuff. It wouldn't be the worst of ideas actually, but yeah, I think I'm gonna use the velvety red flooring. I want the floor to like, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence. Like part of me wants the floor to like pop against the rest of the room because the rest of the room is gonna be like kind of like a dark, you know, theme. Like, and I like the arena wallpaper a lot because I feel like it just gives that nice like grand feel without being too like regal, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's like a good way to describe it, but I like the vibes, man. I like the vibes. And maybe if I use like this alchemy flooring through the center, that could be really nice. Oh my god, I didn't mean to that poor rock. It's like a reverse red carpet. Yeah, well, I do want to put a red carpet down. It's just that I need something visually distinct so that it doesn't like look weird when I do it. So let's try putting down a carpet actually. I like, the thing is, I like using the ancient symphony carpet. I really do. But the problem is that if I use the ancient symphony carpet, I have to commit to the color scheme. Like if I decide later, you know what, fuck it, I don't want red, I want something else, then I have to dig up the carpet, and that sucks. So I guess what I could do, actually, and then maybe I can pop that there. Pop that here, pop that there. We can put the... I actually haven't gotten much done today on this build. Last time I did so much like building with the construction, but I feel like I needed something a little bit more distinct. I like this. I like how it just pops like against the this flooring, but the flooring is not too distracting and it has like some red in it. I like that a lot actually. I like the way this looks. I could also maybe go with like a checker pattern if I wanted to, where like maybe I could just go with, or yeah, like I could go with something like this just to make the room look a little bit different. I've done stuff like this before, but I'm not sure if that's really what I want, so I'm gonna keep it red for now and just see, because what I could do is I could keep it all red and then play around with like black carpets. Oops, I messed up my colors. I don't know, something to think about. Theorizing was surprisingly good even during the first early access. You're not the only person to say that. I completely agree. I completely agree. There's no excuse. I mean, that's part of the reason why I played the game so much, because I was like, wow, look at the quality, you know? Like, I was like, damn, this is early access? Not bad. You know? So, I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. If I use the plain, it's too plain. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think I am gonna keep the alchemy floor. I'm gonna use the alchemy flooring here, and then over here, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna probably do something lining the wall here, maybe. But it's kind of a hard call because there is a door here. So if I put, well, I could use, well, I guess I could use big carpets, huh? Or like big rugs. I could put like a big rug here. Let's see. I'm not really liking that, actually. I'm kind of like meh on that. Something I wish you could do is I wish you could put the rugs underneath the columns and just have it go around. Like, that'd be cool. Think about this a little bit. I don't know. I'm a little stumped on this room, I think. Like, I figured out what wallpaper I wanted, but just the way that it's shaped, it's a little awkward. I might even have to line the room this way so it doesn't look too weird. Let me try it. Oh, I forgot to put on music. My bad. I'm over here yapping. And I had music ready to go, but I forgot to, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. I think that's why I was going so slow on the progress, because I didn't have music going. That's probably it. Oh wow, this looks really different. Holy crap. Damn, it really changed the look of the room. I kind of like it. What do you guys think? With a carpet in there? Hello, Mage Flame. Welcome to the chat. We gave you a round of applause earlier, a belated round of applause, because I missed last week's thing for some reason at the end of stream. I do apologize for that. Yeah, I felt kind of bad. I was like, oh damn, how can I forget? Yeah, no problem. If you go like earlier into the stream, you'll see it. But you'd have to go fish for it. I did it like right in the beginning, so hopefully you can find it later. Not really sure on this. No, I think having it in red is better. It's an interesting looking throne room. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I know up here though I'm going to change things up. And I'm going to have a secret room or secret door behind the throne leading to the back rooms or to the outside. I'm also going to have some teleporters. I'm going to have to move this forward a little bit, I think. I didn't want it to be too far forward, but I have to fit like 4 different teleporters. So I'm going to make sure to do that. Let's get this under control. Let's put the blue one down. There we go. So it'll be hidden behind the throne. Can't tell from over here. And I can see over the edge a little bit better. Yeah, this is good. Emergency escape portals? Yeah, basically. Hello, Isekai dude. Welcome to the chat. I think I gave you a round of applause at the beginning of the stream, too, because I forgot to do it last week. On Wednesday. I think. I don't quote me. I'm trying to remember. You might have been one of the people. Just kind of looking at this balcony, and I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with this. I could put some cobblestone. I like this a lot, the cobblestone. I'll put that there for now. I'm feeling kind of like this would work. Okay, so down here I'm gonna have to adjust some things. I think I'm gonna work my way up from the bottom, but I want to finish this throne room's like core carpet structures and stuff, and then I'll start adding in like the decorations. So maybe we'll focus on the throne room for now. Yeah, this is nice. This is looking real nice. I think I do want to add in a little bit of the flooring. There we go. Yeah, because then it doesn't look like one red blob. That's what I want to avoid. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe it looked better in reverse. I think I'll go with this one. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it in reverse. Oh, that's interesting. I could also maybe put, like, stick a carpet underneath here to make it look a little bit more interesting. I guess I could also follow the thematic that I did down, like, at the bottom and just have, like, these two squares here. This is as far back as I can get this throne, probably. Yeah. I won't be able to push it back anymore, otherwise it's gonna overlap the portals. And I don't want them to be visible at all from the front. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with some carpet here. Yeah, no problem, Isekai. I felt so bad when I like logged out last week and I was like, no! Like I literally was like screaming after stream. Like, how could I possibly forget? What the fuck? Like I was so angry at myself, not gonna lie. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. I usually check too, so that was the crazy part, is that I usually check, but for some reason I just forgot to do it last week, and then I felt terrible. And then the whole weekend I'm like, I can't forget to do it on Monday. I can't forget to do it on Monday. So I did not forget, luckily, and that's super cool. So kind of debating on what to do with these squares here. I might have to adjust this a little bit, actually. I don't really like the way this aligns. It'd be like that sometimes, exactly. It do be. And I'm just sitting here like, I can't believe I forgot. Like, I was like, bruh. Like, I could not believe, because then I knew I had to remember the whole week. I was like, okay, I can't fuck it up. I can't continue to fuck this up. It can't happen again. And then luckily I didn't forget, so it worked out. But, jeez. Oh, man. I think I'm actually gonna go with a black carpet here instead of red on the edge here. But I am gonna go with red rug here, or carpet on the tiles. I'm gonna choose, the reason why is because I'm thinking I want to choose dark colored furniture to put up here. Maybe some like flower plants or some vases or something. I have to look into it and see what I can do. Part of me kind of want... Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I could put a tile here and a tile there if I really wanted to. I actually like that a lot more. It kind of makes the room look a little less boring. I don't know. Now I'm thinking if I should have... Damn, I don't know if I should even make these black, maybe? Problem is that if I make the carpets black, it kind of like... The whole room is already very dark. So if I add like dark colored furniture down here, it's gonna bleed. And I don't like that. Have to think about it. It's a tough choice. The statues might help here. I could also put some braziers or something here as well. I could also, well, I didn't consider that. Hi PJ, welcome to the chat. By the way, I gave you a round of applause at the beginning of the stream because I completely forgot to do it last week. I done goofed! You know, I haven't used these new statues yet in any build. I'm kind of tempted. Because, I can use the one that faces this way. I like that we have the two directions. And then the middle statue's like in the center, which is fine if I put it back here. There we go. Actually, I like this idea. What if I put it here? Let's try something. This is an interesting idea. Yeah, maybe this could be interesting. I'd have to look into how I'm going to set this up, but I like these orbs a lot. They're super cool. Crazy stuff happening this weekend. Well, I'm just glad I haven't been blown up yet, so there you go. I agree, crazy stuff. Crazy and irresponsible stuff. Luckily, I didn't do anything crazy or irresponsible, but, you know. You guys probably already guessed that. Kind of thinking maybe I should just push this forward like this. Kind of want to adjust the statue a little bit. It's not actually touching the column. Oh, it is a little bit. Oh, I don't like that. What does that even look like from up there? I need to check that. Because if it looks terrible from here... Okay, it could have been worse. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Damn. Like, it's perfectly aligned, but I'm not sure if I like it. Hope the ceasefire is gonna be I didn't even know there was a ceasefire. Jesus. It's probably not. We have crazy people in power. Unfortunately. In the United States. Well, the United States specifically, I would say, is especially crazy. For several reasons, but that's besides the point. Kind of reminds me of the statues that have eye lasers as some sort of trap in movies, right? I was thinking that too. Like you walk up and all of a sudden it's like, zap! Get wrecked. Imagine. The crazy thing about today is, well, not necessarily, you know, regarding foreign affairs, but the crazy thing is that domestically we have a lot of crazy shit happening too. It's not even just like, you know, it's not even just stuff happening abroad, it's stuff here too that's fucking insane. It's sad. This is part of the reason why I'm seriously like considering moving to Mexico, because I'm tired of this shit. Crazy, Iran agreed to a ceasefire after launching a barrage of missiles just a few hours ago. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, to be fair, they were attacked preemptively. Israel decided, oh yeah, let's go do our thing, and completely just attack them because we're gonna say that they have the capabilities, so we're going to blow them up. And of course they killed lots of civilians in the process, which is fucked up and enraging. So honestly, I'm kind of impressed with the amount of restraint Iran has shown this entire time. I know this is gonna sound like kind of crazy, but I mean, considering the circumstances, like, it's amazing they don't have a nuke ready to go. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of the same, like, 9/11 nonsense. Well, I mean, the crazy part is that I think the only reason why it didn't trigger World War III is because the targets that Trump sent, you know, the US aircraft to go attack, apparently that has been, like, the stuff that was there was moved a while ago, according to the Iranians. Now, if that's true, then why the fuck did we attack that? You know? It's like, what are we gonna do? Like, send a message? Like, stop. Like, when are we gonna stop, like, you know, meddling in these, like, Middle Eastern, you know, affairs? Like, what? Like, there is an easy solution to this. An easy solution to this would be if both Iran and Israel give up their nukes. If they both gave up their nukes, then everything would be fine. There wouldn't be a threat, you know, or a potential for a threat in the Middle East, you know. We wouldn't have this problem. Why is it that, you know, we had, like, as soon as Trump decided to get out of the Iran deal during his first presidency, I knew we were fucked. As soon as that happened, I was like, we're cooked. Like, I just knew. And it's just one of those things that's just so enraging to me, because they were complying with it. The Iranians were complying with the nuclear deal. Therein lies the problem. Israel does not want to lose the nukes it has. Well, of course not, because everything around them is hostile toward them because they're in occupying power. They're not supposed to be there. They're literally, you know, I mean, when you're trying to invade every country around you, there's a problem. Maybe you're the problem, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, you know, Iran's the problem. Oh no, now it's Lebanon. Oh, now it's this, now it's that. Like, what the fuck? Like, just stop, man. Do you actually believe what Iran is saying, though? Yeah, I'd say there's a good chance. I think it's very possible, because we know that the United States has not been truthful about hardly anything. Trump literally said, like, 2 days before this, he decided to send US planes over there. He basically was like, I think he said that he was gonna give the Iranians like a week to like negotiate or something like that. And instead of waiting that week, he decided to go in. So why should we believe what the US says? You don't believe either government? Honestly, I feel like none of us are really ever gonna know the truth behind the situation. I mean, it's really, I feel like it's all just like between government officials at this point. Because now there's civilians getting harmed, and now you have chaos. And you know the Saudis aren't gonna like this either, because they're sitting here looking at this and they're like, come on man, stop with the instability. Because Saudis, they like the they want to do business, so they're looking at this and they're like, bruh, come on. Hurt people. You're not wrong. I'm not sure what to do with the lighting in here. I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of looking at this and it looks kind of like, oh, I think I know what the problem is. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I just have too many statues. All right, let's take a look from up here again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this. Damn, I can't seem to figure out how I want this to be arranged. It's kind of like a mess because I don't know, man. Look at this. Look at this. You see how like it's not quite like, if I put it on the corner, like on the very corner edge, it's too close to this statue, so it looks weird. And I don't want it to be too close to this either, and I can't push this back anymore. This is as far as it goes, so I'm kind of like at a crossroads here. Like, do I adjust this or do I don't know, man. I feel like this needs to open up a little bit, like maybe put it like right in the center. Like right here, maybe. APAC has 95% of government in government. You're not wrong. Oh yeah, in their pocket, you're not wrong. I mean, this is what happens. Too bright? You think so? Maybe. I think what it is, and also thank you for the hydrate, bad shooter, fast runner, the stretch, and the head pat. Thank you so much for that. I think that space in front of the throne needs a spot to focus attention. Whether it's a slightly raised... Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. To like raise like a small portion. Ooh. That's a... You know, that might not be a bad idea. Raise dice for people addressing the throne or something else. I like that idea, actually. You know what? I think you're onto something. OX random guy OX. I like your name's funny. I like it. You know what? I like this idea. Let's get rid of the statues. I'm playing around with these statues for like no reason. But I have an idea based on what you said. Maybe I'll have maybe either here or here. Oh shit, I put it too far back. Mistakes were made! I hate that it removes the tiles. God damn it. I'll just put this here for now, so nothing grows back in the meantime. I mean, like right here? That's a good idea. That could be interesting. Because then someone could come up here and be like, da 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 da. State your case. I want free lunch. Denied. Okay, bye. Imagine. It's like, I want free lunch. Denied. Goes home. Alright, well, I tried. I'm not sure if this distance is exactly what I want, but I like that idea a lot, actually. That's not a bad idea. Maybe something like this. I could also push it back by 1, I think. But the thing is, if I push it, well, let's see what it looks like first before I make a comment. Because then it's against this area, and if I put like a single foundation tile here, you can still technically see them. Let's see what it looks like from the throne. It's not a terrible idea. That's an interesting idea for sure. Oh wow, it doesn't look that bad either from here. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm keeping this. I like that. I don't know if this is exactly what you had in mind, but I like this, so I'm keeping it. It just works. I don't know. We can make this work. I've never done anything like this before, so this is actually kind of interesting. I could put down a choose a foundation tile that makes sense. And then I'm gonna put down a carpet. Yeah, you know what? I'll let this sit. The main thing is to enjoy your castle. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I didn't really think to do that, and so when you mentioned that, I was like, oh, that's a good idea, you know? So, because I never done anything like that before, but it does look kind of cool, so I think I'll keep it for sure. I really like the way it looks. But yeah, I agree. It's definitely the main thing. Make sure you like your castle. If you don't like your castle, who will, right? Now the question is, do I want to... Whoops. I done goofed here. There we go. A little bit more viewing room. Trying to think what else I can do here. Maybe I can put something else in here. Not sure what though. Like, what would I possibly put in there? I have to think about it a little bit. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I gotta go use the bathroom. So I'm gonna do that and then I will be right back. So feel free to go get a snack, a drink, whatever it is you need to do. And I will return shortly. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. Just wanted a quick break there, but I have returned. Man, I have no idea what to put in this castle. It looks a lot darker now that I have like this part in the middle. I think for lighting though, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more strategic. I might go with some, I don't know, part of me kind of wants to go with some candle lighting because I haven't really used much of that lately. And I don't know, if I go with the candle lighting, it gives a more elegant feel to the room though, and I have to be kind of careful about that. Because I want it to be kind of intimidating. I don't necessarily want it to be super elegant looking. I am gonna put down a foundation tile here though. There we go. The reason why it was so dark is because the ceiling wasn't put up with that tile missing. So like basically what's happening is that when I remove this tile, the night sky gets in, but when I put the tile in, actually I'm pretty sure I can fly from here, can I? Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it might just be that one section. Like if I, let's try it. I think I can escape from here. No? That's interesting. Anyway, it shouldn't look like that. It should look like this. Anyway, yeah, it's super dark in there with that. I think I am gonna work on the servants' quarters because I put that in right here. I think I'm gonna put like a couple windows. Okay, I already did. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm losing my voice, guys. This is bad. I'll put another window on this side so we can peek and see who's coming. Oh no, we have guests. Hurry up. I'll come back and mess with that room later. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with that. I also don't entirely know what I want to do with the outside of this castle. I was messing around with different wallpapers, but I'm kind of on the fence. Like if I decide to go with like a brick castle like this can be kind of cool, but it doesn't really have that like ominous look to it with that color, so it's kind of like, no, I don't know about that. It might even make more sense to just use the throne room colors on the outside here. Just go with like the same kind of wallpaper, or I could go with something a little bit more low-key like this, or I could go with something a little bit more visually interesting like these. This could be kind of cool. Maybe this kind of wallpaper with like this kind of pillar might be kind of cool. So if I mess with the pillars and I individually go in and change the pillar type but leave like the brick wall so it's like textured, that could be kind of cool. Because the thing is, if I add this in, like if I add in this particular one here, like it gives more texture around the window, but it's like kind of flat like on the wall, and I kind of like having, you know, more of a brick look to that. Let me see if the other one looks kind of better. This one's just kind of flat. I mean, it does have the pieces, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that either. I think I am gonna go with this actually. Yeah, let's go with this kind of wallpaper for the outside of the building, but I'm gonna use the arena pillars. So that's gonna be a little bit of a project here. I gotta be very careful. But if I commit to the plan, we'll be okay, I think. I just have to be careful not to make a mistake here because it's really easy to mess that up. It might actually be easier for me to just go with arena first and then... Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with arena first and then use the... Oh wait, no. I messed up. I did it in reverse. Hold on. There we go. And yeah, this will be faster. Because it's easier to put my mouse over a wider thing. Than it is to do the pillars individually, because the pillars take time. This is probably better. Yeah, I like the way this looks. This is a lot better. Way, way better. I'm not sure about the doors though. What is the... yeah, I think I will change the door frames too. It looks a little too, not what I want, actually. There we go. Let me make sure I got the insides looking good. It's easy to skip the doorways too if you're not paying attention. Yeah, I like this idea. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. I'll fix that later. Yeah, this is way easier than trying to do the little pillars from this distance. Way easier. Yeah, let's do that. Kind of debating if I should do that in this room, but it looks so like uniform that I'm not really sure. Because I had this going on out here, but if I go out here, I bet it's gonna change, isn't it? Of course it is. Fuck me. Oh, that's such a bitch. I know why too. It's because the there's a part here that leads to the outside that's not closed, which is, I mean, fine, I guess, but I don't know, that sucks. I'm gonna have to be really careful about this. Whenever I do a build like this where I switch out the wallpapers, like, I wish there was like a button to like, you know how you can press shift to like get the whole room like this? I wish you could press control instead, like as you're placing the wallpaper, or like shift control or like alt or something, and then it just like, I don't know, some other button, and then it would just only do the pillars or only do the walls. Because I feel like that's doable. I don't know. I wonder what kind of magic it would take to get that going, but now I have to do this room again because I'm being silly. But yeah, I gotta be really careful about how I'm placing these because it's not gonna work otherwise. Yeah, see how even this side redid itself? All because I did the inside. Yeah, no, that's a mess. At least the insides of the rooms are pretty decent. Let's see. Let's get that looking good. It just sucks I have to like literally look through every single little thing. But hey, that attention to detail, it really comes a long way sometimes. Especially when you have like larger builds like this around like a throne room. I feel like it really pays off in the end. It just looks fantastic. As long as I keep my eyes on the prize, we should be okay. Oh man. Yep, this side here needs to be redone. And these sides, I'll have to come back for that. Yeah, this is a little bit of a tedious process, but I think if I had to choose, having to do the walls over instead of the pillars is definitely easier, for sure. 100%. I'm gonna have to go back out there and check on that later. But I'll find it when I do my my checks. Because usually I run around the whole perimeter of the castle and then start working my way inside just to double check I didn't mess up anything. So it's only a matter of time before I catch a mistake, essentially. So like now that you can like change the wallpaper on like the on the door frames, it adds like an extra layer of complexity because you have to like make sure you're not missing the inside. Otherwise you completely skip over the whole thing and that kind of sucks. Yeah, so there's that. I don't think what else. There we go. Yeah, this part is already done. Looking good. Check out here. Okay, so this is where stuff starts getting a little complicated because the pillars that stand alone like this, they don't affect the whole wall. So I have to do them individually. Which is fine. As long as they don't make a mistake and accidentally hit the wall. Because it's really easy to like make a mistake and accidentally hit the wall and then all of a sudden the whole castle is changed color again and that's a bitch. So let's not make that mistake, hopefully. Hopefully. Knowing my luck, I'll sneeze or something and the whole castle wall will change. And it'll be like super embarrassing too. See, I almost missed the... Oh wait, no! I almost messed that up. See, I almost done goof there. We're good, we're good. Oh my god. I think I caught that before I continued to make errors. Okay, so this area here, haven't really figured out what I'm gonna do with this. I'm kind of thinking about having a fence area going through here and maybe like up here, because this could be its own area in itself. I was thinking maybe putting like an outdoor like eating area or like a bunch of tables and chairs and stuff back here, kind of like a nice little patio area. But as far as what color foundation I want to use for that, it can get kind of tricky. I put these terracotta tiles here because I wanted to like visually know like what it was I wanted to like put here, and in this case I want to put down probably some grass tiles. Maybe not actually. Maybe choose a different kind of grass. Maybe the bright green is what I need. Don't want to go with silver light colors. That one's a little too much. This one's too dark. I hate that like there's no grass color that matches like the natural grass color. You know what I mean? Like this green is not like the same green. At least I don't think so. It's similar, but it's not quite right. I don't know. Something I never understood either is why is it that the grass tiles look kind of like AstroTurf? It doesn't really look like actual grass. Like, why can't we have grass tiles that look like that? Then again, I guess we can now. Technically, we can use the raw ground if I really wanted to. This might be the solution. Who knows? Could also do something like that for this ground area here. I'm thinking have like these, you know, natural looking tiles. And I was thinking about putting some trees here just to kind of line the water side. And then maybe putting some other kind of trees or something here too. I think I am gonna actually well, I wasn't gonna remove this fence, but now I'm like debating if I should remove the fence here and then push it back here and then like just have trees chilling out here, just enjoying the sun. I think maybe that'll be a better idea. Because I can't really move the fences once I place them. I have to dismantle them, which is a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, it's always like this step that takes the longest for me because there's so many different things you can do that having to make those hard choices as far as like what to implement, what to leave out, it's kind of difficult. So I like this like natural water looking edge here. So what I could do also is put down a path. So if I wanted to, I could put down like a nice little gravel path or something that kind of looks somewhat convincing, right? Let's put like a nice little thing here. Maybe this isn't exactly aligned the way I'd like. There we go. Like the gravel path looks more natural. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because if I put a gravel path here, it looks a little bit more natural, and then I can put a tree here to eat up this space without blocking the exit area. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll put a okay, well, we can't put one that big or that big. I think I'll put one like right dead center of this tile and then put like a bench or something. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put like a nice little garden bench out here. I guess I could put a second one, huh? I mean, I guess I could walk out here and just chill here. Or do I want to sit on the edge? Imagine. I could also put down a fence, like maybe move this forward, put a fence area here. I wasn't gonna fence this at first, but now I'm kind of like, I don't want anyone messing with my trees, man. I don't want the deer eating my trees. There we go. I actually really like that. I think maybe one shift to the left. There we go. And then I can... And then we put the tree here, whatever tree it is. I might put, I'm thinking maybe some white cherry blossom trees just to have like a contrast against the dark outside, since I'm using like a black wall. So I think that, oh, that reminds me. There's something I need to do. You just reminded me, Katie. I meant to make you a... Wait, can I do that on this screen? Is it gonna let me? Nope. Ah, shit. Hold on a second. There you go. I meant to make you a mod on Twitch. I forgot to do that. There you go, Katie. I was like, let me make Katie a mod. You know what? I think we're good. Continuing. So I'm gonna give myself a white cherry blossom tree or sapling, and let's place it. Let's see, which way do I want this thing to look? I want it to lean this way. So I think it's gonna do that just fine. I love this. You know what? I love the way this path looks now that I have it out here. Like, it just looks so natural. You know, it's like, oh, okay, natural little gravel path. You can do your fishing over here. Nice. It's a nice touch. I think this was like a great idea. All right, now to mess around with this. So I think I'm gonna put up some fencing around here. I wasn't gonna do this initially, but I kind of want this to be like a closed off like area. And this will also give me an opportunity to use one of the larger growing plots that we just got, like one of these, because I haven't used one of these yet. And I don't know how I feel about them yet. There's also like the medium-sized ones, which I mean, it's cool, I guess, but it doesn't really, like, if I put this here, I can fit like other stuff in the corner, which is fine. Like, I can do like raised pedestal stuff. Actually, not that size, maybe like smaller ones. But if I use the larger one, it comes with like places to put my flowers. So let's try this and then see how it looks, and then I think I will put actually, I'm not even sure if that's gonna work. I could put, I'll figure it out. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I could just put the one tree here and then put like a little fountain here or something. Or like, I don't know, I guess I kind of want something a little bit visually different here. Let me fly up into the sky and take a look, see what it looks like. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's speed up time a little bit. So this, I'm absolutely loving. This, maybe. I think if I add the other plants here and then I put like some stuff in the corners, that could be good. I don't know what other plants I want to use. I think I'm gonna use something like, oh, I knew I forgot something. Different castle, but I realized I forgot something at a different castle that I was working on. God damn it. I think some blood roses would be nice. I love the roses. We'll go with that. Let's speed up time a little bit. Oh, I'm standing too close to this one. Hold on. I don't want to prevent growth. As a fun fact, if you're standing too close, it doesn't work. Like, they just won't grow, like, especially the trees. I don't know too much about the plants, but I know that the trees don't grow if you stand too close while using that command. You know, I don't hate this. This is actually pretty okay. I'm actually surprised. It's not that bad. I wonder, though, if I can put down a... I'm gonna try something a little crazy. Damn. Imagine if you could put, like, these benches, like, right through here, like, naturally. Like, oh, that would be so cool. But, alas, that is not a default option. I can put this here, though. And I think I am gonna put a couple of paths. It's not gonna fit. Damn. Okay, we're gonna choose a different one. I don't know if I want a path now. But now that I'm looking at this, I'm not really sure. Because I could do something kind of, like a right angle like this. There we go. That way we still have that pathing, but it's not like too much. This is an interesting one. I'll have to come back here and see what I can do, because I think if I add, like a bird bath or something, that might be nice. Like a... I was thinking at first maybe put this, but we have so much water here that it... I don't know. I kind of feel like a bird bath makes a little bit more sense. So we'll put that here for now. I'll come back to it. Oh, and this is a closed fence I need to open. It does fuse into the bench, which I don't like, but that's fine. Maybe I can put some other types of flowers around here. I like that the ground is like kind of like a natural grass. I think this is very nice, actually. This area out here, I think I'm going to do something similar with the outdoor area. But I need to put fences up first again. Oh crap. Didn't mean to do that. And let's get our foundation looking good. There we go. Yeah, I like this natural looking foundation. It's a little bit, it's really nice. It's a little different, you know? And then of course I could use my gravel path to do some chicanery. Let's see. I could put the thing at a right angle here. And then we'll put like an end cap here. And then we'll put like a little waterfall right here. Or not waterfall, water fountain, I mean. I could either do that or... Oh, you know what? Forget that. I can just put this new water well up there. I like this one a lot. So this is the new water well we got with 1.1. It's kind of neat. We also got this one, which is like the it's a different kind. This is more like the ones you see, I think, in Dunley, I think. Which is why I'm like kind of on the fence as to which one to use. I think maybe this one makes more sense here. So I think I'm gonna actually go with this one. And I'm gonna spin it. I think I want it to face this way. So you walk up, get your water, walk away. Maybe we'll put like a little fountain right here or something. We could put down some more garden furniture, maybe something like that. And then just put some flowers or something back here to keep it busy. In this case though, I'm gonna have to... Can I put... Oh, I can. Let's do this. There we go. So now we have that path. The problem is that if I put this path here, I won't be able to put as many flowers though, so I think I am gonna remove this. That didn't play out the way I thought it would, like in my head. So I think I'll just park this closer. There we go. You still can't get back here, but I'll be able to put more stuff here. I could also put like a statue here instead, maybe, and then just like move the, yeah, you know what? Let's move this to like right here, and then put like a statue, back here. Gotta figure out what kind of statue though. I could put something like this, right? Put Alucard up there. We have quite a few different ones to choose from. We have the... Well, we have a bunch of weird ones. I don't know. I almost never use these statues, but I think this one's pretty cool, so I think I'm gonna use it anyway. You know, it'd be really cool if, like, we had, I think it'd be cool if, like, this kind of, like, if we had a statue that looked kind of like this, but maybe had, that was like a fountain, and maybe if the base of it had, like, blood or something, and it was just kind of going down, like, that'd be cool. I don't know, just an idea. I'm daydreaming again. Thank you for the hydrate, Catchy Kochu. I shall do that now. Thank you also for the headpat earlier, Epic as Ever, and thank you for the stretch, you read your curse. Big stretch. I feel a lot better after stretching like that. I think I am gonna move this a little bit forward though. I feel like this needs to hug the path or something, and then I can put like something else back here. Like maybe, I wonder if I can fit a... Ooh, it looks like I can. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna put down a tree. That way we keep having the thematic kind of running. Alright, let's speed up time, see what it looks like. I do want to add more flowers eventually, but that's not my priority at the moment. I'm just kind of figuring out the basic layouts, and then I'll come back and refine later. Come on, one more. It's not a full-grown tree. What's going on? Did it only... I'm pretty sure that's not a full-grown tree. Did I miss... Wait a second. Hold up. I'm gonna take a look from the side. I could be wrong. Oh, I guess it is. I just missed the part where it grew up, I guess. Yeah, I like this idea. Maybe move this in. Yeah, it's not gonna fit there. We'll leave that alone. I could have also put it here at the edge, but I don't want to go too far for the water. I think it's fine. And then I could put another bench over here. Or actually, it might make more sense to just put like a nice little table or something. I could also maybe move this up a little bit and just put a chair back here. Yeah, we're gonna center this table. There we go. Yeah, I think this is looking good, and then I'll put like a fourth chair right here just to solidify the idea. Now the question is, how do I get back here? That's the problem. I guess I would have to walk around. I mean, I could still get there. I don't know if I like that, but it's doable. I don't know. Why should I worry? Damn it, not I. Now I got the song stuck in my head. Oh my god. Rip. Sorry. That's... Sorry, Audie! It happens to the best of us. Let's see what else we got going here. So I think I'm happy with this. I'm gonna have to put some like lights or something because I don't like how dark this outside area looks. I thought about putting lights on the sides here, but I think it might make more sense to put a lamppost or something, like maybe something like this, since I mean this is like what, the Dunley area or something. So put a little lamppost over here. It kind of gives a nice little lamppost look. I don't know. This can be cool. I don't know if I like this though. I don't know about this. Maybe a flying light make more sense here. I don't know. Or I guess I could go with something that's a little less directional. I could go with something like this, huh? I don't know, but the hanging light here, I like that more. So I might just do this. Yeah, you know what? I could also go with something like this. Nah, that one's too forgiving. I like this one a little bit more. Or I could put something a little bit lower to the ground, like right here. Can I glitch this through the table? I haven't tried. Nah. Imagine I just put that in there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one, and I think I'm gonna pick the one that faces this way, maybe. That way these two are kind of in the same direction, but I don't know. If I have it look this way, I think it looks better from this angle, so it's hard to know. I could also put down, well, I could move the fountain forward a little bit, and then put down another lamp over here. This lamp could be facing this way, or maybe this way, so that it looks cool when I exit. Can I move it back? Nope. Yeah, I'd go with something smaller at the table, otherwise a lamppost that looks like an interrogation chair. Yeah, maybe. That's a good point. I think maybe like a flying light would be okay. Like if I go with like some simple candles or something, it might be okay. Like, I'm gonna have to straighten it in front of the, or above the table, but Yeah, you know what? The flying lights aren't bad. If I take like a simple chandelier, these are a little too bright, I think. Something like this could be cool. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna use the Halloween one. Yeah, it looks way better, especially with the chairs. Yeah, that's way better. I like it. I like it! But yeah, you're right about the interrogation chair thing. I didn't even think of it like that, but yeah, that's a good point. Now the real question is, what do I do with this space here? I know I'm not gonna want to put this here. Gonna get some lampposts set up. I could put one. Oh, do I really want to put one here? I guess I could put one here and there. Let me go back to nighttime real quick, see what that looks like. It's a lot of brightness here. These two lampposts are not aligned either. Yeah, you know, I changed my mind on this. I think this should go overhang this way. These two above the chair is kind of meh. I don't know. I could push the statue back a little bit and then just have them facing this way so it's not as bright. Yeah, you know what? This looks a little bit better. That way it's not like super bright on the chair, but like the light goes this way so the statue's lit up and it looks cool. Yeah, this is a nice little corner here we got going. Not sure if I want to add any flowers to line the edge. Usually I do something like that, but I feel like it might be a little bit overkill. So maybe like in this corner and that's it. So let's put down a few growing plots. I think maybe some sunflowers might be nice here. I'll have to see. Alright, I think I'm just gonna get this one tile and... Oh, I guess I could move it up one. What is that gonna look like? Because when this grows, this is gonna kind of make this a smaller looking space. I kind of don't want that. Let's go with the sunflower seed. Okay. Not sure which way I want it to face though. Maybe this way. There we go. I think if I just have one strip here, it'll look fine, and I don't have to fill in the gap here either. Add some time, see what it looks like. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. I really like the way this turned out. The only thing is that over here I'm gonna have to do something similar, so I might have to just bite the bullet and just go straight through the pieces here. Have to think about it though. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to just do it in the center. Just like 2 rows in the center and then maybe fill out the sides. But the problem is that if I fill out the sides, it's gonna look weird if I don't fill out the whole thing. So it's kind of like a careful balancing act. Because I don't want it to go all the way out to the back here. Like, I don't want it to go through the fence. I just don't think that would look very nice in this case. There we go. Alright, now we put in our... I think I'm just gonna randomize the directions. Let's see what it looks like. It's gonna be weird. I don't usually do that, but let's see. Oh yeah, it's a lot less uniform for sure. It looks fuller, so that's nice. Huh. It doesn't make sense though, because usually sunflowers grow like facing the sun, huh? It's a nice little area. Thank you. I tried my best. I tried. This area back here seems a little dark though, so maybe I might have to put another, maybe another lamppost, but I'm just gonna like, I don't know. Because if I put this here, it's a little too close to the table, I think. Like, it looks appropriate because of the positioning, but it's not quite where I like it, so I think I'm gonna move this one too. Fuck it. Push that back. There we go. Now it looks like it's a little more evenly spaced. I like that a lot more. I think this looks a lot nicer. What do you guys think? Would be cool if we have flowers that grow at night, that glow at night. We have some that kind of do. Or do you mean like at night only? Because some of the flowers do, like the snow flowers and the firelight, or sorry, the fire blossoms do, but not like a whole lot. This is more like a sunflower outdoor area kind of, so that's a finished area. I think I'm done with this area for sure. That's done. This over here though, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for this, and with this tree here, it just opens up some opportunities to maybe do some creative stuff. This is something that I'm gonna have to figure out. This I'm actually probably going to just do hanging lanterns. I don't think I'm gonna do the I don't know, I like using the lamppost, but the problem with the lamppost is that you can't like change the colors for the lamppost, so if you change your mind later, you're kind of stuck with it. I don't know, because if I put a lamppost here, what does that look like from the inside? Let's see. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. Let's see. At least from the inside, it looks cool. Because it kind of glows like over the flowers. Unless I like... Oh, well, it's not gonna do anything if I spin it. That sucks. I thought that if I spun it, it might look a little different, but apparently not. Gonna go with this. I like this. Yeah, I don't usually use like lampposts and stuff on my outdoor builds, but I think I might for this particular space. It's a shame I can't like fit one like right here though. Like that would be like perfect. So I'm gonna have to put one probably like right there, but it's too bright. I'll figure it out. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna take a small one and we're gonna put it maybe like right, let's do like a mini lantern. We'll put it right here. That way the area is still lit up, but it has like a nice little lantern to keep, you know, the light looking good. And I don't think I'm gonna add anything else here for now, but this is really nice, so we'll leave that alone for now. But yeah, I like these little areas. That's cute. Okay, so this is like one of the little sitting areas that I'm trying to figure out. I could put like a little, I don't know, I'm kind of hesitant to put a fountain so close to the water. I feel like it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like why, right? Like there's water right there. Lampposts fit with the aesthetic of the large planter, making things look like a managed park rather than a natural growth style garden. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I agree. Definitely. I could put a blood fountain here just to be extra gruesome, but blocked by floor above. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Damn, I forgot about this. Okay, I have an idea. We can do like a... So this won't be an eating area. Those will be upstairs for the most part. But what I can do is add in a nice little... I gotta choose a different color tile. I'm not really digging this terracotta tile for this particular thing. But I only put it in just so I knew what the heck I was working with, essentially. The wood tile is probably not a good idea. I could use cobblestone here. I did use it on the floor above, so that maybe that's a good idea. Like if I take a cobblestone path just in this area. I could also maybe move a portion of, or like maybe make the outside area here like into this gothic tile, which is another possibility. The terracotta tile doesn't really fit. This little tile, the small pavement tiles, it's promising. I've never actually used this though. Let me see. You know, I kind of like it. It's a little bit, like, I don't know. I guess I don't want it to be too bricky on the outside, but I've never actually used this tile before. What about this one? Ooh, that one has a richer look to it. Oh man, now I can't choose. Cobblestone's not really looking as good as the other ones. Let's try this with gray. Okay, let's start with the green, like a dark green. See what it looks like. This is kind of neat. I like the idea of having like a mossy path because it's so close to the water that I feel like it just kind of fits. Like if I do something like this, for example, like this could work. This could be kind of nice and natural looking. All right, let's do that. And then I guess I could keep going here. I'm just kind of looking at this. I think we are mostly okay. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not I want to keep these tiles looking the same, but I kind of like the way this looks, how like the outside, it just kind of naturally like kind of goes in. I like the way, and I think using the darker green instead of the regular green, it just looks better. Look at that. Look at that. It's a mess. But if I use the darker green like this, it just fits. And because the tile is so dark, it just kind of works. So I think this is the tile I'm going to use for the outside ground floor for the majority of it. But then over here, this is going to be kind of like a, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out something here. I think maybe just this area could be different. Like I could just put something like this maybe. To add like a little bit of a slightly different texture, but it still kind of has that mossy look to it. Because the thing is, when you're that close to the water, it's not weird to have it like with like a mossy kind of ground. So I don't know, on the fence. I kind of don't want to have the same flooring through here and throughout here. I want this to be visually distinct. So I could go with that, or I could go with something like these smaller tiles or something a little bit flatter. I could also go with something like this brick, which is kind of richer looking, but it's not, I don't know, it's not the color that I would prefer, I guess. It's a tough call. It's a tough call for sure. I think maybe cobblestone is kind of meh. I don't know. Damn, this is hard. This is really difficult actually, because I don't know, because if I go through here, all of a sudden it's just only darkness. But if I go through here... I think I'm gonna leave this alone for now, because I think I know what I want to do in this area. I think I'm gonna add a couple of benches that are facing... maybe this way. Maybe I'll have one that faces... Well, yeah, you know what? I'll have one that faces here, and then I could place a couple of, where are the planters? maybe a couple planters on here that are looking like this. And we'll just like place them like these. And then maybe on the other end we'll have another thing here. Yeah, it's lots of decisions. It's kind of hard to like figure out exactly what you want to do. I really like the way this looks, and I think this will give me plenty of space to like experiment with lighting too, because I could put some pillar mounted lights. I'm thinking I like the Gothica hanging lanterns. They're like one of my favorites actually, but they're not very bright, so it's kind of like I really want to go with that. This one's a little bit brighter, but it's not quite the style I'm looking for. The orbs are too like classy, I think. This one's not terrible, but it's not as bright either. The fire one is super intense though, and I'm like, do I really want like a fiery outdoor thing? Like, I don't know. Maybe we're in the area where people dying, but I don't know about this. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like the low-key look to it now that the nighttime is here. I don't know. Let me just do a quick comparison. Oh, maybe it's not as different as I thought. I could also remove the higher ones and just put these little tiny itty bitty ones here, which could be kind of cool too, but they're kind of small. I just gotta figure out what I'm doing for this last piece. Or I could put like a fiery one like on the lower end. That's super bright. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with this. We're gonna go with the Gothica hanging lanterns for now. Maybe if I change the color. I don't know. Kind of experimenting a little bit. Because if I go with like the teal kind of color almost, like the light green actually doesn't look too bad here. Kind of spooky, but it's not like too spooky. I don't know. I'll have to revisit this later. This is going to be another pain in the ass to figure out. And then of course on the walls I'm going to have to choose like what I want here too, because I could put some castle wall vegetation going up here, making this look a little bit more complete. So maybe, you know what, let's mess with some vegetation real quick, and then I think I'll start wrapping things up. So if I go with something like this wisteria, I mean that looks super cool. Not sure if that's what I want though. This could be cool, especially if I add another light on the wall here. And I go with another kind of like a light green. I don't usually go with this like gloomrot colored green. But I don't know. I'm kind of debating if this makes sense. If I put the ivy here, it looks kind of cool, especially against all of this, so it just kind of works. So I don't really have any complaints. Though I think well, I could move this forward slightly. Let's realign this real quick. There we go. And then we'll have like a small space in between. Make it look a little bit bigger without doing too much. I don't know if that's what I want. And then you know what, one last thing. I know I said one last thing like twice, but I can't help it. It has to look good. Put like a small one and be, oh, that's not gonna fit. I was hoping to put one like right in the center, but it's to either side. It's not. Well, I guess I could do this, huh? Okay, we're gonna have to redo this section a little bit. We're gonna have to move this over one. I like this idea. Maybe do a little bit of visual layering with the plants. That could be interesting. Yeah, that way we have different varieties of plants over here. That could be cool. I don't know. I like it. It'd be nice if they had a color to match the glow of moonlight. Not that there's anything wrong with the gloomrot look. I've certainly done builds with ebonite dark walls and ghastly green flames. Yeah, like, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, this little area is kind of neat. And this area here, I might do like a similar green, but I haven't decided yet exactly what I'm going to be doing, so that'll be a discussion for another time, I guess. But I'm just going to finish these tiles up first. Alright, so this will be, oh, you know, I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have probably done this. There we go. This whole area is gonna be like its own thing, separated. Like visually separated, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence, because if I use this, it's a lot of the same tile. I feel like I would have to like do something drastic here to make it really stand out, but I'll experiment with that next time. But let's take a look from the sky and see what it looks like, and then I think I'll wrap up the stream. I'm a little bit ahead. I'm a little bit ahead of time. Behind schedule. That's fine. Okay, you can't really tell from the sky up here, but this looks pretty good. Let's check out this bottom part. Yeah, you can't even see the green from here. That's crazy. So it's like a hidden little green room. That's kind of wild, actually. Yeah, you can't even see that from here. Actually, that's probably for the best. And then I like the this little area here. I think this is one of my favorites with all the sunflowers. Super cute. But yeah, super nice. This is a pretty good stream, I think. We got a lot done. I mean, I say that, but like, you know, for me, like, building the structures is the easiest part. Like, building the actual castle structures is, like, I can get it done in, like, 2 hours, right? But when it comes to, like, planning out the theme, the vibe of the room, it's very hard. And even the throne room, we're not even done with. I thought I'd finish the throne room today, and my brain was just like, nah, let's do outside stuff. So that's why I kind of migrated to the outside. I think I said thank you for the headpat earlier, Katie, but I don't remember. So thank you for the headpat. Anyway, so tomorrow is Trailer Tuesday. So as always, I put out a post over on my YouTube community tab, or sorry, it's not community tab anymore. It's called the post tab. I'm still getting used to that. If you go to my YouTube post tab, I put out a post asking you guys what trailers should I react to on Trailer Tuesday, so that's for tomorrow. If you have any suggestions, make sure to submit that before stream, and we will see. Pretty slow week for game trailers. That's okay. I mean, considering how many crazy things happened like the previous week, and how many, like, I mean, there were so many trailers last week, it was like insane. So it's okay to have a little breather every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, overall, it was a good stream. It was fun. We got a lot done. But yeah, make sure to submit your trailers for tomorrow if you haven't already. Also, if you happen to have Amazon Prime and you haven't used your monthly Prime sub, please make sure to use it on the stream. And if not, that is okay. Just, I ask that you use it on someone's stream. Don't let Amazon get it for free, okay? Don't let Amazon keep that from you. Use it. You're paying for it. Use it. And then there's also one other thing. Oh yeah, on the YouTube side, I have members only. You can join and become a member. I'll be working toward putting out a new members only video by the end of the month, so keep an eye out for that. There will be no video on Thursday for release this week, if I remember correctly. I think the last one came out last week, so this week no video on Thursday. There might be another V-Rising video by the end of the week, but it really depends on how much time I have. I've been working on trying to make like a crafting castle to see how that works out. So if you were a member, you got to see a sneak peek of that, but if not, that's all we got. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, Xolo out.